some time now. How long have you been under care here? How long has it been?
Apparently about 6 years.
6 years?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, that's fantastic. And, you know, the thing that we love about working with you guys is your willingness and your desire to stay well, not just to recover from my back hurts or I got a headache, but to live a life that's more healthy and more vital. You know, the power that's been granted in all of us, you know, God's power of healing has been placed in us, is something that you absolutely revere, and you totally get that if we can keep subluxation out of our spine, then we live a healthier life. And man, could that story change the world or what? Could we totally change it with that story, you know? And we're so grateful to have had the opportunity to have you here, and we know that you're moving away, and we're all crushed that you're moving away, but we're happy that we've laid the foundation or helped to lay the foundation for your family so that when you move to where you're going, you know, this is something that I think you'll continue. Do you see yourself wanting to continue with being adjusted?
Yes.
That's great. And have you made plans to do so, or do we need to help you with that?
We're hoping that you'll help us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We'll help you with that, for sure. So let's talk about the kids first, if you don't mind. And we can go through each one. You know, how old were each of you? How old were you guys when you started chiropractic care? Take 6 from your age right now. How old were you?
12.
12 years old.
Yeah, around 10 or 11.
10 or
So
11.
yeah.
That's fantastic.
And these guys came about when Josh was born.
Yes.
I started coming when I was pregnant with Josh, and I really appreciated having the chiropractic care during pregnancies to help with the oncoming of labor and delivery.
Yes. Wow.
So Ginny was 4 and Lily was 2, and then Josh, of course, was just about 5 days old with his first adjustment.
Awesome.
And then Rosie and Shante each came for adjustments when they were just days old. So.
How fantastic is that?
So
That was
great.
neat.
And how do you think that foundation, starting them being adjusted from the time they were born, will make a difference in their lives?
Well, I know as babies, it's you know, they adjusted right away. That helps them to be much more calm as babies, and hopefully meaning more well adjusted as they grow older, not just physically but in their personality.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's all encompassing, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you notice that your kids keep healthier than, for example, any of their friends that don't get adjusted, or?
Yeah, they hardly ever get sick, really.
That's
Yeah.
great. And have you ever used chiropractic for any particular condition?
Well, I know that when I first started coming, I was dealing with back pain in the middle of my back,
Right.
between my shoulder blades from a lot of the work that I do, lifting ladders and with my hands over my head a lot.
Right.
So that was kind of my first concern. For Joe, he had chronic migraines and had them probably from about the age of 8. So we had been dealing with them for a couple of years when we came, and one of the first things I heard from one of your patients, she was experiencing and how chiropractic care had helped her, and she was very open with, and immediately said, I've had these terrible debilitating migraines most of my life, and within probably 4 to 6 weeks of having adjustments with Dr. Scott, my migraines have almost completely gone. Obviously, Joe just immediately came to mind because he was suffering terribly with those, and so after coming here, he experienced the same kind of relief probably within, what would you say, a month?
Yeah, probably a month.
Yeah. So I mean, a pill doesn't do that.
So if chiropractic was one of the things or the thing that helped to alleviate those headaches for you, what do you think pills would have done if you had taken that route and you had taken pills for those headaches?
Yeah, they probably would have possibly caused them even more damage, but they would have just been temporary solutions. Chiropractor definitely was a permanent solution to my
Right.
Awesome.
headaches.
Agreed.
If you, from your experience in using natural healthcare for your family, because you have come here first before you've even taken your kids to the pediatrician. You come here to make sure they're adjusted first. before you do other things, right?
Mhm.
From that point of view, how do you think it would help other people who wouldn't understand that? How do you think it would help them to see a bigger picture of healing by the actions that you've taken? What would you tell them about that process?
I'd say go holistic first, meaning you want to do what is the most natural, physiological, meaning you're addressing structure of the body, muscles, the spine, because within that structure are your nerves, all the signals, the self-healing design of your body is freed, all the neurological systems that are there. I'm not a doctor, but we know enough that there are serious side effects that come with putting chemicals in our body, and so as little of that as we can do, the better. And so this only makes that common sense approach even more, preferable. And we already go, the nutritional route ourselves.
Right.
So this just kind of fit into that philosophy that we have as a family anyway.
That's great.
It does.
And that's what I would recommend to anybody,
Well said.
Absolutely. Well said. Well, we're grateful for you guys. Truly, we're grateful, and you will always have a place in our hearts and our practice. You're always welcome here.